Hello, I'm Taco Fleur from Caveman Training. I'm going to show you how to quickly progress to snatching, step by step. First thing you need to learn is hand insertion drills. Practice this often. Muscle memory. You need to get used to this. The horn needs to be between your thumb and your index finger, resting on the webbing. The bottom horn needs to end up here. Not hard, it needs to land softly. You need to get a good hand insert to get a straight wrist right here. This is not a good hand insert and you can't progress with weight. From there, you move on to deadlifting and squatting. Don't use your back. Squat, deadlift with a hook grip. A hook grip is where your hands or your fingers are like this. Never hold the kettlebell like you hold something else, like when you're farmer walking, do not employ that grip. Hook grip. The handle is resting in the top of your fingers. Deadlift, slight curl, assist with the other hand. I say it again, assist with the other hand. You see many people just go like this. No, this is a drill. It's meant to be assisted. Assist with the other hand. Curl, assisting, turn over, insert. The insert is what you've been practicing on the ground. Here, good hand insert. Then drop, back into hook grip. Insert, assisted. Drop, assisted. Insert, assisted. Drill this plenty of times. The insert is what happens at the top of the snatch. You need to open up your hand here and insert. Before you start snatching with a full snatch, you need to learn how to half snatch. Half snatch is where you come up and catch into racking. Full snatch is where you come up and back down. So it's a full snatch rather than a half snatch. So the half snatch is your progression to the full. When you start doing the half snatch, you need to learn how to rack properly, how to drop properly. So the drop is what happens when the kettlebell comes away from you. You do not want to follow the kettlebell. You don't want to break at the hips or throw the bell away. You want to let it drop naturally. So this is what we're going to drill next. You've just been doing your hand insertion on the ground, hand insertion and pull out standing. Now you're going to learn how to drop your kettlebell. Insert, drop, insert, drop. Okay. To get a good rack, you need to understand that racking is meant to take away the pressure on your body. So if the kettlebell is here and I'm standing straight, there's pressure on the body because the weight is pulling forward. It's trying to get away from me. I need to hold it in. You could be feeling your elbow flexors. You could be feeling your deltoids if you're like this, holding the bell up, or if you're here, curling the bell in. You should have none of that. A good rack is hip hyperextension. What I just did is hip hyperextension, and the top of the femur is coming forward. It was above the ankles, now it's forward. Then a crunch to make space for the kettlebell. Here there's no space for the kettlebell. Here there is. Plus it brings my elbow to my ilium, the hip joint. Here the bell is resting between the forearm and the biceps, in the cradle. Drop. From there, since you're already dropping and you're getting a little bit of a swing as you drop that bell, we're going to progress with that swing. There are several ways to swing. What you most likely have been doing is what I call the pulling swing. You insert, hip hinge, and you pull it out. Usually, it goes paired with back pain. A lot of people complain about kettlebells because they have lower back pain. Kettlebells are no good. No. The problem is, you don't know the technique, you're doing too heavy, too many, not connecting with the right muscles, mind-muscle connection, or there are other problems. It's not the exercise. So, once again, most people are familiar with the pulling swing. I call it the pulling swing. You might be familiar with it as the Russian swing, double arm swing, just the swing, whatever. It's the one that you've probably been taught if you haven't been playing with kettlebells for a long time. We're going to do away with that. We're going to do away with the pulling swing. We want to introduce the pushing swing. So as we've done our drills, hand insertion on the ground, hand insertion standing. As we've done our drop, assisted hand insert and drop, we're going to start by swinging. Here's the difference. It's called the pendulum swing because the weight needs to swing freely. As we're dropping the weight, our knees bent, our ankles bent, dorsiflexion in the ankles, flexion in the knees, flexion in the hips. We're coming lower, bell comes back, extension. Why do we extend at the back? Because we want the pendulum. A pendulum swings freely. If we don't extend at the back and that bell wants to go further, our body stops it. It's not a real pendulum anymore. It gets stopped abruptly. Usually that goes paired with a lot of other things. Friction in the hands, kettlebell bobbing, etc. I won't go into that right now. I've written a whole book on the swing with lots of fixes for issues. You should check it out. Master the kettlebell swing. As we're going back, knee extension. This is going to be the part that you're going to struggle with. Knee extension, hips as high as possible, hip flexion, looking at the ground. If I'm not looking at the ground, I'm not coming as low, plus I'm straightening my neck. I want connection here with the elbow, the upper arm, and part of the underarm. Now the bell starts to fall back, I'm going to follow it. I'm not going to push straight away. I'm going to wait for it to come back. This is the part of the pendulum where it swings freely. My knees bent, my ankles bent, my hips are coming forward. I'm making sort of a dip. I'm following the weight. I'm still connected here, so I'm pushing the weight. I'm not pulling the weight. I am pushing the weight. Another thing that happens is you get this little dip, and then it comes back up the weight, which is very important because with the swing that you're doing for the snatch, it's completely different than the swing you're doing for other purposes, and that's the one that you're probably used to. Because in that swing, you want the kettlebell away from you. We don't want that, because we want that kettlebell up there. So our swing, our pendulum swing, is going to be directed to the top. The trajectory needs to be guided up, not out. If it goes out, it's hard to come under and hard to press out. So, elbow connection, tricep connection, part of your underarm. Now you can do this with thumb in, thumb pointing medially, thumb pointing up. Again, those are all little things that have a meaning and they will do something. But for now, find the one that works for you. Fine-tuning the snatch is for later, and understanding how all these little things affect your snatch. Again, it's all written in a book called Snatch Physics, if you're interested. As we're coming up, we stay connected. Our shoulder goes past the hip. This is not bending in the lumbar. Okay? This is not back hyperextension, especially not in the lumbar. It's thoracic extension, it's hip hyperextension, and it can go paired with thoracic rotation. Several things that you can implement to get that shoulder past the hips behind it. That guts the kettlebell up. So again, we're dropping the kettlebell. We're going to just go here and swing and swing. If you're not doing that with the arm, where that arm comes along, you're going to hinder your natural movement. You're going to stop thoracic rotation. You want as little resistance if you're snatching high volume. If you're doing low volume and you're snatching full resistance, then you want to stop that torque that's happening. For now, we just want to swing along freely. Looks like this. Squat, deadlift, assisted insert. I'm going to drop. I'm going to move myself away. I'm not going to follow the bell. I did several different styles there, but the objective was to keep the swing low, keep the arm connected as much as possible. That's the pendulum low swing. So we got hand insertion drill on the ground, hand insertion standing, drop assisted, and we got the low swing. From there, you're going to go to the normal pendulum swing. That's where the arm disconnects from the body. Looks like this. What about this height? I was going higher with some of them, but this is the height you want with your normal pendulum swing. What you don't want is pulling the kettlebell in. You do not want to elbow flex. You don't want to curl it. You're going to get tendinitis. We're guiding that bell through how fast we come up with our shoulders, how fast we push the hip forward, and how much we lean back. That's guiding the bell up. And then naturally the elbow flexes, but it's not a muscle contraction. It's just making space for the kettlebell, letting it flow up freely. If you start pulling it in every time, you're going to get issues, tendinitis around your elbow flexors. So guide the bell, don't pull the bell in. From there, you're going to go to the pendulum high swing. Looks like this. And the objective is to get the kettlebell as high as possible. The higher you get it, the less work you need to do up here. High pendulum swing. Here's the difference between a normal swing. I disconnect here already. Kettlebell goes away from me. Pendulum up and close to you. From there, you start learning how to drop the kettlebell. You can push press the weight up. That's using your lower body. Then, good lockout. Drop into rack. Push press. Good lockout. Drop. Every swing is different, depends on the weight, etc. Full extension, knees, ankles bent, push forward, shoulder back, past the hips. That guides the kettlebell up, not out. So, here we are. Assisted hand insertion, drop, low swing, swing, high swing, assisted half snatch, catch, low swing, swing, high swing, assisted half snatch. Half snatch is where you catch and racking. Back into low, normal, high, half, catch, full swing, full snatch. Now I'm going to drop it. I keep it close to my body. I move away. Back into half snatch and progress from there. Most important thing, with your full drop, don't follow the kettlebell. Your lower back is going to be compromised. Move yourself away, keep the bell close. Same thing with the way up, keep the bell close. There are so many more details that I can show you about the kettlebell snatch. I've snatched the kettlebell for 532 times, unbroken, without ripping my hands, without having lower back pains, etc. I've been teaching people for over 10 years. I've owned 3 functional gyms. I've taught over 1,000 people all over the world. Vietnam, Thailand, Holland, Spain, Portugal, Australia, etc. It doesn't matter. It's all about coaching. My background is analyst, programmer. I can break down the snatch into little pieces. I can bring across every little step that you need to know on how to progress and how to prevent injury. Join me on the online snatch camp by Caveman Training, which is every month, and it costs less than a meal out. It really is the money worth. If you go out on Friday night and you have a few drinks, next day you're going to feel like crap, but instead you could spend it on the online snatch camp and you're going to improve with your snatch. You're going to be better in your watts, you're going to have less shoulder issues, less lower back issues, less tendon issues. I'm going to show you how to avoid all these things. So join me online with the snatch camp by Caveman Training every month. So we've recently introduced a join button on this channel. When you join, you pay a little fee a month. It's something like $5 a month, which is nothing. And that makes you part of the Caveman Training family. And what does that mean? It means that you get special access to special areas, special content. You get to be able to ask for things like videos that you want to see. You get discounts on books, courses, and pretty soon we'll be having a workout planner on Caveman Training, which is really going to be awesome. You can plan your workouts. You can search by muscle, by goal, like cardio or strength, etc. It's going to be really advanced. Trust me on this one. It's also going to integrate with the app that we already have, the Caveman Training Workout Timer. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Android. You can download it from Google Play. It is one of the best and most flexible timers that you can imagine. I'm happy to answer any questions about that timer, but I guarantee you it is super flexible, unlike you've ever seen before. Give it a go. There's a free version and there's also a paid version. Again, if you become a family member of this channel, you're going to get discounts for that as well. You're going to get coupon codes to download apps at a reduced price, memberships to create plans. There'll be other things too, like on the channel itself, you get special permissions, a special area that only members can see, with only videos available to members. You get access to emojis that aren't accessible to other people during live videos. You can ask questions, etc. It's special things for special people. Just help out as well, because running this channel is not cheap. But that's not what it's about. It's about becoming part of something bigger. As you know by now, if you've been following us, caveman training is not just about fitness. It's about mind, the body, and your internal health, everything combined. The ultimate goal is always happiness. I know it sounds a bit corny, but it is what everybody searches for, happiness. To be happy, you need to be healthy, physically, internally, mentally, everything, the complete package. Caveman training is just that. Any questions, post below. I'll always answer, or find me on Facebook. We got lots of groups on Facebook. Join our groups. Caveman Training has got plenty of Facebook groups in which you can get free advice from myself, from other caveman trainers, from other people who work with us, people who are following us, etc. Look up Kettlebell Training on Facebook. It's the biggest kettlebell group that's there. There's kettlebell enthusiasts. There is kettlebell snatch, kettlebell swing, and even for CrossFitters. There's CrossFit, Watt, and Programming. That's a group of 7,000 people so far. Now there's many more groups that are owned by Caveman Training. Check them out, join them, participate, post your photos, post your videos. Seriously, there's always somebody who will help you. The only thing we don't want is negativity. That's the only thing. Everything else goes. No trolling, no negativity. Join me there. See you later. Hyperextension in the snatch, in kettlebell training, is good. In the right joints, hips, thoracic. Hyperextension in the knee, elbow is not good. The hyperextension is created to keep that kettlebell close to you. The closer it is, easier it is to insert. If the kettlebell is out there, it's hard to get it in, and you need to shoulder raise, and you get banging as well. So most people are used to this kind of swing. See the difference? Kettlebell goes up, not out, not out, up. There's no curling. Yes, there's flexion, but that is because the kettlebell is guided up and kept close, and it just happens naturally.